Grace and peace to you. I'm stuck at a railroad crossing right now and have been for a while, so I thought I'd do a video while I wait. And I want to talk today about the liturgical calendar, which is something we're discussing in Sunday school both last week and again next week. And so it's something that's on my mind right now. And the main thing that I like to point out with the liturgical calendar is the way that Sunday is the central, most important thing of how we understand time. Sunday is the biggest celebration that the church has every Sunday, not just Easter Sunday, not just special festival Sundays, but every single Sunday is a day of resurrection. It's a day of celebrating and remembering the great work that God has done. Early in time, the 7-day week kind of gets established as normal among a lot of cultures. And in Jewish culture, the seventh day is the Sabbath day. It's the day that God rested. It's the last day of the week. But when Jesus is raised on Sunday, Christians begin the practice of observing Sabbath on Saturday, but then worshiping on Sunday, the Lord's Day, the day of resurrection. So Sunday is not only the first day of the week, but it becomes the 8th day of the week also. The first day of creation and also the first day of new creation, the first and 8th day of the week, which is kind of a strange sounding thing, but also something that brings a lot of beauty, I think. In the same way that like the note C is maybe the first note that you think of on a keyboard, but C is also the 8th note on the keyboard, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C again. And when you get to that next C, it's not the exact same as that first C where you started. It's an octave higher. And yet those two notes are still the same somehow. C is both the first and 8th note. And so in the same way we say Sunday, the Lord's Day, the day of resurrection, is both the first and 8th day of our weeks. And understanding Sunday as this central moment is important because we see that the most important day for us doesn't just come once a year on Easter Sunday. Rather, it's a regular thing every week in the midst of our lives, in the midst of every day in the midst of whatever chaos or busyness or routine or not routine strikes us. Every day, routinely, we come to, again, the Lord's Day, the first day, the 8th day, the day of resurrection, a day to remember that in the midst of our ongoing lives, God is always present, always coming to us, always finding us in resurrection life. And so that's why some people will say that every Sunday is like a little Easter. But I'd argue they have it backwards, that every Easter is a great big Sunday, because Easter Sunday is not the most important day of our calendar. Sunday, every ordinary, regular Sunday is a feast day. It's a day of resurrection. It's a day to celebrate what God has done and is doing in our lives. And so we don't want to minimize Sundays and say, yeah, they're like little tiny Easters. Actually, every Sunday is the big day. It's the whole thing. When we get to Easter Sunday, it's just an extra big Sunday. But Sundays, the 8th day, the first day, the day of resurrection, are the days that order our time and give meaning to our lives. And it's why we gather every week to be reminded of these things, to be formed in these ways, and to enjoy and appreciate the inbreaking of God in our lives. So if that's at all interesting to you, I do encourage you to come to Sunday school. This Sunday, we'll be having more conversation about not just Sundays, but how the different seasons also help us live out all of this stuff. But even if you don't come, remember that you are loved, and God's peace be with you.